Hey guys, what's going on? It's Josh here with Take 'Em TV, and today, as a couple of you guys have requested, I would like to go ahead and talk about my DIY camera arm that I made. I've watched a couple other YouTube videos on how other people have made theirs, and this is pretty much an exact copy. I've just kind of changed how I've made a couple of the parts just because I didn't want to go out and buy them from a retailer, but some of the other parts I did. So I just want to go ahead and kind of break it down for you guys real quick. But this right here, this is the part that mounts the tree. This is going to be your adjustment screw. So this will be what you screw in or screw out on the tree to either get your arm to level up or down. This will also tighten the Versa strap. And I do use a Versa button system. It's right here. I just made it out of a bolt and a washer. And it's got a little spacer on the back side right here. But moving down, I just have a cleat. I believe it's from Novex. Don't quote me on that though. I'm not good at that. But if you just look up like tree stand cleat, they'll pop up. I would recommend buying one that does not have notches on the sides right here, because then it's always going to be stuck in this position. As to where this one, I have that nut loose to where I can turn it sideways and it packs down way slimmer. I mean, I would rather put this in a backpack than putting that in a backpack. So that'll just make your life a lot easier. Moving on, I just have two pieces of aluminum angle iron right here. Kind of hard to see, but they're just bolted in, top and bottom. And this bottom bolt is connected into the cleat just to save space. The overall height on the top bar, if I can get my tape measure here for you guys, the overall height on the top bar is, what's that, 9 inches, 9 1/4, kind of looks like it. Looks like 9 inches. I got the, yeah. So this bar right here is 9 inches tall. You can go bigger, you can go smaller, but if you do go smaller, you will see that you will run into space issues right here with the whole wheel and everything. So I feel like 9 inches is a pretty good height. Also, this tube does have plastic furniture caps on the top right here and on the bottom right here. It's just to keep out rain, bugs, moisture, shit you don't want to bring home. Who knows? Honestly. Moving on to the actual arm system itself. This bottom arm is, I think, 11 inches. Let me go ahead and get the tape measure out again for you guys. There you go. Oh, come on, focus. There you go. 11 inches. And then this middle bar is 9 inches, and this top bar is 7 3/4 or 7 1/2. I'm reading the tape measure backwards. So with these measurements right here, everything clears. This top bar isn't going to hit this front bolt. This bottom bar is nowhere near here, and if you really wanted, I mean, you could extend it another inch, and that would actually give you quite a bit more room. An inch in this system would be quite a bit. But then doing that, you could also extend this top arm again if you wanted to. But also remember, if you move all of this back an inch, you're getting into this territory here to where it's hard to put the Versa button system on and everything. So I just chose to leave it with a big old gap right here, so that way I can fit my little fat hands in here and put the little strap on. But for this system, it's super easy. Down here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but in between there I have two plastic spacers. It's just so that way this can, you know, articulate. And then down here on this bolt I have another plastic spacer, a big Delrin spacer, so that way the head of that bolt can clear. And then I have another plastic, oh come on, another plastic spacer right there. And then it just repeats itself for this system. And then for this right here, I just have a 3/8 bolt running up into the top of this eBay little fluid mount for this camera. So this works pretty well, honestly, for what it is. It is super cheap. I have no complaints. But yeah, this will run my Canon EOS Rebel 8 or T8i perfectly fine. I'll have no issues with the weight after this thing is fully extended. It's not gonna cause too much stress on this. You could probably even run a bigger camera, a bigger camcorder on here, and it wouldn't really hurt anything. As you guys can tell, it's quiet. Like, you don't hear anything besides my camera mount moving around right now because there's no camera on it. But overall, it's super quiet, and that has to do with the Delrin spacers that are in it. And now if it was just an aluminum pipe, you know, rubbing back and forth, it would be screeching and not a good thing. So that is the simplest way that I could break this down for you guys. One thing I do want to add that I forgot is on this run through bolt right here, these two nuts are actually epoxied to the aluminum tube. So to help you guys out, there you go. Overall, I wrapped mine in this like camo tape. I'm gonna redo it. I do not like it at all. It's like plasticky. It does have a really big shine on it. I'm gonna switch to some, it's like a stretchy camo tape fabric that they sell at Scheels. I think it's like $10 a roll. It's ridiculously expensive for how much you get. But that's what I'm going to end up putting on here. So I just thought that this camo tape would work well, and it does, but it has its flaws in areas to where, like, when it's moving, it's rubbing. I get, you know, it's not going to stand up to all the rubbing and everything. But it's also already peeling and kind of just looks like poop. So overall, that is the simple build video or walkthrough breakdown of my DIY camera arm. If you guys have any questions, any comments, please put them down below. I will respond to every single one of you. That being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. Over like 80% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed, and I would appreciate, you know, getting this channel a lot bigger. So that being said, I'll see you guys later. Peace.